evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Senior Night at ELHS. Tonight we honor our seniors as they compete in their last home game of the regular season. Before we introduce the East Longmeadow seniors, we would like to recognize the seniors of Pope Francis High School. Michael Bush, Michael Abasso, Cody Martins, Connor Ondrick, Richard Roy, Jason Reiser, Alberto Trulio, Jack Termal, Cam Giavelli, Jonathan Williams, and Michael Lonsky. And now for your East Longmeadow High School seniors, number 11, Gus Meza. Gus is escorted by his mother Tia, his father Tom, his brothers Sonny and Enzo, and his sister Frankie. Gus is a defender for the Spartans and has been playing soccer for 13 years. After high school, Gus plans on attending college and studying business. Congratulations, number 11, Gus Meza!
Smiling at my mama. Moment when we sipping now, we was never tripping now. We don't got the tricks and other ones that means we tripping now. Cause they was over there, I was over here. I was too scared, but I was facing my fears. I've always been tripping, but they too scared to steer. That's why I compete with legends. My peers, I'm the man of the year.
Number 8, Captain Ben Biggins. Ben is escorted by his mother Tammy, his father Tim, and his brother Dan. Ben is a defender for the Spartans and has been playing soccer for 12 years. After graduation, Ben plans on attending a 4-year college majoring in chemical or electrical engineering. Congratulations, number 8, Captain Ben Biggins. Michael Monroe! Michael is escorted by his mother Carrie, his father Kevin, and his sister Kathleen, his brother David, and his grandfather Rex. Michael is a striker for the Spartans and has been playing soccer for 14 years. After high school, he plans on going to college and obtaining a degree in sports and fitness management. Congratulations, number 9, Captain Michael Monroe!
Gon' eat or you gon' stop. Keep them certified, understand I pay them not the wrong. I got 20 color and I'm riding in the spot. Those people hate that I'm on top, I bulletproof the car. All the men was Mason bands, I paid them like they credit cards. Turn on for a fact, I keep it ready, still ain't take the charge. Why she talking crazy about me like I'm do more than my part? I can't play with my creation, give the world in my little boss.
Number 14, Captain Josh Riley. Josh is joined by his mother Kathy, his father Jeff, his sister Sam, his uncle Scott, his aunt Susie, his cousin Emma, and his girlfriend Carly. Josh is a defender and has been playing soccer for 14 years. After high school, he plans on attending college for business. Congratulations, number 14, Captain Josh Riley! Next, number 7, Nick Bradley. Nick is escorted by his father Michael, his mother Samantha, his stepfather Tim, and his sister Lily. Nick plays midfield for the Spartans and has been playing soccer for 12 years. He plans on attending college after high school. Congratulations, number 7, Nick Bradley.
I know what was now, baby, A-man, they play, you been all on my brain. And if somebody would've told me a month ago, fucking up, yo, I wouldn't wanna know. If somebody would've told me a year ago, get this typical. Put a like Katrina with no FEMA, like Martin with no Gina, like a flight with no visa, first class with the seat back, I still see ya. In my pants, you on the other side of the glass of my memories, I'm just saying, hey, mama.
Next up, number 00, Tyler Dudley. Tyler is joined by his mother Kristen, his father Vinny, and his brother Brody. Tyler plays goalie and has been playing soccer for 12 years. He plans on attending college after high school. Congratulations, number 00, Tyler Dudley.
I don't wanna see her fall, so we just gotta keep on riding. Even when the day comes hard, I'm ready to fight on. Even when the day comes, 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 I'll be ready when the day comes.
Number 21, Sam Hanley. Sam is escorted by his mother Roseanne, his father David, his sister Stephanie, and his brother Simon. Sam plays midfield and has been playing soccer for 13 years. Sam is looking to attend UMass Amherst Eisenberg School of Management next year. Congratulations, number 21, Sam Hanley. Next up, number 16, Ryan Richards. Ryan is escorted by his mother Andrea, his father Paul, and his brother Kyle. Ryan is a midfielder and has been playing soccer for 13 years. After high school, he plans on attending a 4-year college and majoring in engineering. Once again, congratulations, number 16, Ryan Richards. Number 6, Brendan Stone. Brendan is escorted by his mother Denise, his father Michael, and his brother Colin. Brendan is a midfielder and has been playing soccer for 12 years. Brendan plans on attending college next fall and majoring in business. Congratulations, number 6, Brendan Stone. Next up, number 0, AJ Morgado. AJ is escorted by his mother Jamie, his father George, and his sisters Isabella and Avery. AJ is a goalie for the Spartans and has been playing soccer for 14 years. After high school, he plans on attending college and majoring in business management. Congratulations, number 0, AJ Morgado! And last up, number 2, Jack Merrigan. Jack is escorted by his mother Jennifer, his father Sean, and his brother Sam. Jack is a defender for the Spartans and has been playing soccer since the age of 3. After high school, Jack plans on attending a 4-year college or university to study engineering. Congratulations, number 2, Jack Merrigan. Once again, we'd like to congratulate all of the ELHS seniors and the Pope Francis seniors and wish them all the best in the future. Your families and friends have enjoyed watching you grow both on and off the soccer field and are excited to see what's next.
Good evening and welcome to East Longmeadow High School for tonight's senior night matchup between the Pope Francis Cardinals and your East Longmeadow Spartans. I'm Brady Dobeck, joined alongside the one and only Chad O'Brien, and we're just about ready to kick things off here as our seniors are set to take the field. Chad, I'm excited. I mean, East Longmeadow right now, they're fighting for some playoff positioning, and you know, they've got nothing to lose for this game, so I'm expecting an all-out effort, and I'm really looking forward to it. Pope Francis has played well all year. They're 9-1-5 right now. So definitely a strong team the East Longmeadow is going up against, but I'm really looking forward to what East Longmeadow is going to bring tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. East Longmeadow sitting on the cusp of 500 right now at a 6-7-2. So really coming into playoff season right here. They're going to be looking to make a run for it. They gotta get to 500 first, though. So starts here on East Longmeadow senior night.
Absolutely. And Pope Francis, I believe they have, I want to say like 5-ish seniors, something like that on their team, but East Longmeadow's got quite a few. I believe there's only one upperclassman currently on the field for East Longmeadow. And that's number 18, Mateo Delgado. So things are starting up here, and Mike Monroe with some early pressure.
So
the captain.
11 seniors.
11 seniors on East Longmeadow.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Both goalies and then the entire starting lineup besides Mateo. So.
Yeah, some solid. I'm really looking forward to seeing these seniors. You know, I mean, obviously it's a really special night for these boys, and a lot of them, you know, who knows? You never know when your time's gonna, you know, end, and you don't know what the future has to hold. So I'm really excited, and I'm happy to be able to be here tonight and commentate these guys, as both of us have grown up with them for quite some time, and I played soccer with them for 8-10 years. So definitely looking forward to it. So we've just passed a minute so far in the game, 0-0. And so far, possession's been kept at midfield. Bradley back to Monroe. Monroe plays out wide to Mazza. Gus Mazza looking to make a play, and it's broken up by Vitavelli. Cam Vitavelli looking to make a play, and a bit of a run-into from Hanley and Mazza. And now Pope Francis, Vitavelli with the ball on the far side. Crosses it into the middle, and a little bit of a chip shot from Roy. And it goes wide left of the net. East Longmeadow catches a quick break. Definitely going to have to lock down on the defensive line tonight.
Yeah, East Longmeadow's going to have to tighten up in the middle there and make sure passes like those don't get through. Obviously, we got some good backs, so I mean, we got Riley and Biggins tonight starting at center back, and they'll just look to lock down and eliminate any of those through balls.
Going to be especially watching for Pope Francis. Ryan Vitavelli, he's currently the leading point scorer with 8 goals for Pope Francis, the sophomore. So we'll be keeping an eye on him, and that was definitely a handball, but they're going to let it slide. Now Sam Hanley with the ball at midfield, and he's taken down a clean play. And Pope Francis quickly transitioning the other way. Ondrick switches fields all the way over to Orsulik. These are some interesting names, so I apologize in advance if I butcher any of them. We try our best up here at LCAT.
Of course. It happens, though.
And Ryan Richards applying some pressure. Loses the one-on-one battle, and now Pope Francis looking to send a through ball. Sam Hanley makes a move to the middle, and Merrigan steps up and is going to clear that one all the way out of bounds. A throw in now for number 17, Ferreira. Never mind.
21.
That is Ondrick. And his throw in goes right to the foot of Roy. Roy sending it towards the middle to Vitavelli. Vitavelli playing out wide quickly to Termal. And Termal looking back inside towards Vitavelli, and Ben Biggins there to break up the pass. Biggins a little bit jammed up on the feet as he was a 1-on-3 battle. And now Nick Bradley joining in with the fight as Roy trying to get through both defenders and does so. Ball to Cam Vitavelli. And he's got some space outside the 18, and he shoots, and it goes off the pipe right into the arms of Morgado.
East Meadow just really catches a break there. That was just an impressive skill move to get his feet loose and have an opportunity to shoot far side. And Morgado was just fortunate enough that it just banged off the post, and we still sit at 0-0.
Yeah, I mean, East Long Meadow can't let that happen, those far shots. They've got to lock those ones down tonight, make Pope Francis start to earn their goals, get the dirty ones inside the 6 if they're going to get any. And quite a few sub changes now for East Long Meadow. Andrew Oliveri, Joe Presnell, Zach Richard, and I believe Shea McCarthy entering the game. And they'll be placing Gus Mazza, Nick Bradley, Brendan Stone, and Sam Hanley.
Yeah, I believe that's, aside from maybe 1 or 2 of those players, that's the typical starting lineup that they have. But we have some talented juniors on this team, absolutely. So.
Zach Richard trying to play it up the line, and a nice little pass looking for Richard. And now Roy. Pressured heavily by McCarthy, and he's able to win the battle. Merrigan passes back to Biggins, and Biggins is going to clear. Looking for Monroe up top, a head ball. And now a through ball to Oliveri. He'll touch it back towards the top of the 18, and Richard unable to get to it as that one is cleared out by Ondrick.
Impressive move back there by Merrigan, able to get that ball out with a good foot on it, and was able to end up clearing it for East Long Meadow. We'll look to see things like that from Merrigan moving forward tonight. He's been a good player for East Long Meadow.
A nice head ball from Richards, and Monroe's through ball looking for Oliveri, and he can't get a shot off, and ends up in the palms of Truliolo as he gets set for his first punt of the evening. And a bounce off the foot of McCarthy. And Pope Francis looking to make things happen in midfield. McCarthy with a bit of a slide tackle. And a whistle blown on the play, and East Long Meadow will have a free kick. Pretty even so far. Both teams looking to be the first point scorers tonight. Mike Monroe. A one-on-one, a little touch pass to himself. He'll rip a shot, and a big save by Tullio. Rebound, and Joe Presnell puts away the rebound as he gritties towards the flag.
A beautiful play and a beautiful celebration by Presnell. Monroe able to get clear and get a hard shot off, and goalie wasn't able to control his rebound, and Presnell was there to finish the job. Just an excellent play for East Long Meadow. You look to see things like that.
Quick one early, that one being scored just over the 33-minute mark remaining in the first half. Definitely a confidence boost for East Long Meadow, and going to light the fire for the rest of this game, setting the tone early. That's what we love to see.
Yeah, East Long Meadow is just definitely looking to get a good start against this 9-1 Pope Francis team. Definitely going to be a challenging opponent moving forward. They got to stay on their game tonight and make sure they don't let off the gas. So
that was a great job by Monroe, able to use his body and shield and just get a quick shot off. You know, he had a tough angle, but once again spits out a rebound. And, you know, rebounds are the easiest goals to score off of. You know, most of the time, goalie's out of position, and you can just bury them any way, shape, or form. And Presnell's right there, back door. Puts it right in. East Long Meadow's up 1-0.
Yeah, I would say in any sport, every goalie's greatest fear is a rebound. So we love to see it.
And a throw in for Pope Francis in East Long Meadow's defensive zone. Towards the far sideline. And a big throw in and a head ball. Goes into the hands of Morgado. And now, Zach Richard. As Patsy Diascoli steps up. And Termal is going to send it towards the far flag. I'm not sure who's over there for Pope Francis. I'm going to say Davis, if I had to take a guess.
I believe you're correct.
A little tough to see their numbers. Kind of small in these white jerseys.
Always is.
And now Zach Richard, a little bit of a toe ball to Joe Presnell. Presnell's got a lot of real estate. Finds Monroe. A quick give and go pass to Presnell and a nice pullback move to beat his defender. Now Oliveri trying to go over the top. And that one is punched out by Ondrick. And a little bit of an arm tangle with Termal. And now Davis on the far sideline as he's chased down by Ryan Richards. And now Pope Francis playing with the ball at midfield. Ondrick to the sideline to Ferreira. And he's pressured by Oliveri. And Zach Richard makes a pass, nobody home. Ondrick picks it up and throws it towards the middle of the field. Martins, the captain for Pope Francis, playing it back to Ondrick. Heavily pressured is Russ by Michael Monroe. Now Ryan Richards looking to play some defense. And he'll get a foot, breaking up the pass slightly. But Russ is able to stay with it. Now Zach Richard playing it all the way back to Morgado as he is heavily pursued by Cam Vitavelli. And it goes through the legs of Riley. Out of bounds, Pope Francis throwing.
And substitutions will be made. Jonathan Goncalves, number 14 for Pope Francis, and number 24, Tyler Retchen, coming in for East Long Meadow. East Long Meadow will sub out Ryan Richards.
And a throw in now for Goncalves. And East Long Meadow making their way upfield. Joe Presnell applying some pressure to Termal. And the far sideline. As I believe that's McCarthy playing back to Biggins. Biggins looks to switch fields, trying to break the line of Pope. And now Zach Richard. A nice touch pass to Presnell as he makes a nice scissors move. A through ball, looking for Richard, and it goes off the right pipe. Zach Richard, a great through ball from Presnell. Richard able to get a foot on it, and Truliolo might have gotten
I believe
a
it
piece
was
of
an offsides.
Or it was an offsides call anyway,
Yeah.
so that one would have come back anyway. But a good play from East Long Meadow, a good look between Presnell and Richard. Some good communication. You could see Presnell trying to direct traffic as he made his scissor move and was looking for someone to fit the gap.
Yeah, Presnell has been a guy that's impressed me tonight and has impressed me all season. He's just a offensive general, basically. He's been able to make opportunities for his team, and it's worked out well. I believe he's the leading point scorer on East Meadow right now. So
McCarthy doing a nice job of back checking. Now Davis looking for a cross. Diascali's pass kicks all the way out to the top of the 18. East Meadow looking to clear. Josh Riley steps up and able to get it out. Mike Monroe applying pressure, wins the one-on-one battle, and looking for some support. East Meadow in a 4-on-5. Monroe pulls back, sends another through ball looking for Presnell, and that's broken up very nicely by Russ.
Love the aggression tonight by East Meadow, just going for the through balls, and I mean, so far it's worked out for one goal and has created another opportunity, although offsides.
Davis.
East Meadow's been buzzing tonight.
Absolutely. Now Pope Francis trying to settle the ball and get their composure together. Now Davis on the far sideline looking for Vitavelli. Chased down by Biggins, and that ball exits the playing field and should be an East Long Meadow throwing on the far sideline. Decent turnout tonight. Student section is on their feet after a quick goal by Joe Presnell.
A lot of action in this game so far as we sit just over 13 minutes in to this first half here. East Long Meadow up 1-0 if you're just joining us here on LCAT.
Ondrick looks to make a play, and a through ball blocked down by the foot of Ben Biggins. Shea McCarthy sending a through ball up to Retchen. Comes all the way back to McCarthy, and he'll send it back to Diascali, who's heavily pressured by Vitavelli. And now Davis. Jack Merrigan trying to find Mike Monroe. Another through ball to the top of the key, and the shot is blocked. Presnell looking to rip a left foot. Now Andrew Oliveri looking for the far post. Nobody home. Andrew Oliveri, that is his dominant side, so I'd certainly like to see him try and get a quick one off.
Is he a lefty?
I believe he is a lefty as his dominant foot, so would love to see him, try and get rid of those touches and just, as soon as the ball's on your foot, just rip one, especially on your dominant side. Presnell tried to get a look there, but he was on his weak side foot, so a little bit more difficult when you're in that situation.
Yeah,
Zach Richard.
Tough angle he sat at, and
absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure he'll get better at those as he progresses as a soccer player. I believe he's only a sophomore this year, so he'll definitely be an asset to East Long Meadow moving forward.
Oliveri, I think, is a junior.
Is he a junior?
I think he is a junior.
Oh, okay.
So another year ahead,
he's still been good this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Joe Presnell working with Mike Monroe as Spartans have a 4-on-5, and he'll drop it back to Zach Richard. Presnell give and go with Richard, looking back for Presnell as there was a bit of a hole. And Josh Riley stepping up, trying to make some offensive, and a big body by Riley as he takes down Ondrick.
Love the aggression by Josh Riley there. Really just putting the pressure on the other team, making them be seen. Gus Mazza being substituted into the game. He'll take Josh Riley out after that big body.
Oliveri shielding. Gus Mazza looking to do the same, as a little bit of a meg from Mazza, and he's going to curve one on net for Truliolo. A bit of a backdoor save. This is a little bit more curve on that one than Truliolo, I think, was anticipating.
Yeah, certainly an impressive finesse shot.
And now McCarthy, or Retchen, excuse me, and McCarthy. Ben Biggins chasing down the through ball, and he'll turn his hips, tries to clear, and it goes off of Merrigan and out of bounds. Quick throw in from Davis, and a nice heel pass from Vitavelli to regroup Pope Francis. And a through ball, looking up for Vitavelli. And now Davis with some room. Diascali stepping up. He'll touch it back to Termal. And across from Vitavelli into the middle of the field for Goncalves on the far post. Zach Richard, bit of a push in the back, and they will get the whistle as Rory was trying a little too aggressively to get ahead on it. Free kick for East Long Meadow.
Yeah, those are the calls you look to get as East Long Meadow. Sometimes the rest let let the other team get away with that. But good to see.
Andrick heads that one out of bounds. And a quick throw-in from Gus Mazza as Oliveri looks to play with it on the sideline and puts the ball out of bounds. And a throw-in now on the near line.
Maybe trying to do a little bit too much there. Trying to set up a highlight tape for himself, but would have been impressive if he pulled it out.
As Goncalves with another throw-in. He'll look to send it up the line. And now Termal. Zach Richard, Termal coming all the way back. Punches that one out. Throwing for Gus Mazza on the near sideline. He'll throw a bit of a blooper to the head of Oliveri. And this one is going to be cleared by Andrick. Chased down by Roy. And all the way back to Morgado as he looks to clear. And off the head of Zach Richard, chested down by Presnell. Presnell with a bit of a rollover, a 1-on-2 battle. And they're going to call it East Long Meadow throw-in. Presnell doesn't even know it.
Good composure back there by Morgado. It was a little bit of a tough pass, and he was able to control that ball and send it to one of his center backs. So you like to see that.
Gus Mazza's throwing. East Long Meadow with possession at midfield, and McCarthy looking for the far sideline and slips off his foot. Exits the playing field just around the far sideline midfield area. 21:45 remaining in the first half. 1-0 East Long Meadow. And Mike Monroe turning on the boosters as he looks to chase down Andrick. Goncalves. His clear's blocked. Now Andrick and Mike Monroe with a big steal as he now has a 1-on-2 battle with Russ. And he'll send it inside to Joe Presnell. Presnell towards the line. Oliveri looking for a cross. Back door is Retchin as he slides into the far post. Unable to get a touch and will result, however, in an East Long Meadow corner kick.
Some beautiful ball movement right there. You like to see that. And it all started back with Monroe's hustle to get that ball right there. Able to force a turnover and eventually set up an opportunity for his team. Definitely using his speed there to take advantage of the mistakes of Pope Francis.
And now corner kick. Looking far post and a save by Trulio, and should be another corner kick for East Long Meadow. This time in the other corner.
It's almost able to curve that one in.
Yeah, a good backdoor look. I believe that was, I can't tell who that is for East Long Meadow who took that last kick, but Joe Presnell's corner this time. A little bit more mustard on it, looking for the head of Mazza as it comes all the way back to Merrigan, who's going to rip one. A low beamer on Trulio and a save made, keeping this one at 1-0. Trulio's heavy punt takes a one-hop bounce. And then to the head of Merrigan as Vitavelli chases it down. And a throw-in for Pope Francis. Wolanski can't settle it down, and a quick throw-in now for East Long Meadow the other way.
East Long Meadow has definitely been able to put some fear in Trulio's heart so far in this game. A lot of shots on net and also a goal. So we'll look to see that moving forward.
Absolutely. Start to test Trulio. Definitely under his skin early, you know, with that quick goal. No goalie likes to get scored on that early. You know, kind of rattles you a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta keep a short memory. So we'll see how he moves forward with that.
A.J. Morgado's punt lands just short of midfield. Head ball made by Wolanski. And now Shane Smith. Now it's Roy with the ball at midfield. A through ball up to Davis. And he's pursued, I believe, by Retchin. And that pass broken up by Richard as he looks for Mike Monroe up top. Monroe beats Russ. And now looking for some support as his through ball up to Richard. Looking for a cross. And not enough mustard on it as that is then cleared out wide by Russ. Pope Francis transitioning quickly the other way. Vitavelli chasing it down on the sideline. Biggins able to break up the through ball off his toe. And now a sub coming in for Cam Vitavelli. Number 22 will be replacing him.
That'll be Jason Reiser, senior for Pope Francis. We sit at just around 18 minutes here in this first half. Score is 1-0 right now. East Long Meadow Spartans leading. And that goal scorer was Joe Presnell off a rebound from a shot from Michael Monroe.
Patsy Diascoli playing up to Mike Monroe. And, oh, an ugly fall by Goncalves, but he's able to stay with it. Bit of a miscommunication. And a hold by Monroe.
Push from back, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit of too much contact. And free kick now for Pope Francis. Number 4, Russ will be taking it. As Pope sets up on the top of the 18. Russ sends it, looking at the top of the PK mark. Morgado coming all the way out of his net. A rebound. Pope player got a foot on it. And Zach Richard playing no games, and he looks to clear that one towards the sideline. Joe Presnell up the line, chased down by Reiser. Presnell looks to cut to the middle, and Andrick is there to get in his way. Now Morgado has to come all the way out of his net from the through ball, looking for Martins, and comes up with a save.
Definitely a bit of a sketchy situation for Morgado back there, coming out of his net, trying to make the play, and ball got tipped the wrong way, and almost was a scoring opportunity for Pope Francis there.
Zach Richard to Monroe. Some nice triangular passing from East Long Meadow. Shane Smith. Retchin looking for Monroe. And now Jason Reiser for Pope Francis, and that one's cleared all the way back in the zone by Jack Merrigan into the goalkeeper's hands. Trulio. Bit of side spin on this one as it goes off the dome of Oliveri. Joe Presnell looking to get past Andrick, forcing him outside. He's able to win the battle. Presnell looking towards the net. Loses control as Andrick was able to get a touch on it. And now Zach Richard, great job using his body on Martins. A 1-on-2 splits both defenders. Zach Richard looking towards the net. Oliveri is going to send it towards back into the middle. Mike Monroe trying to get after it. Shane Smith, his head ball. Now Russ quickly clearing out wide, trying to stop East Long Meadow's pressure. And Davis has to come all the way back from up top to come assist. Now Reiser chasing down Merrigan. A quick fake pass by Jack Merrigan. And he'll look to the middle of the Monroe. Monroe switching fields to Oliveri, and a great breakup by Goncalves. And now Patsy Diascoli. That ball is chased out of bounds by Roy and result in a quick East Long Meadow throw-in for Gus Mazza.
Once again, I've just been seeing a lot of hustle out of Presnell tonight. Able to make an opportunity just like Monroe was able to earlier tonight, and it's been good to see.
Some subs, I think, for East Long Meadow. Joe Presnell will exit the game along with Gus Mazza. And McCarthy back in, along with Sam Hanley. And now, Termal running with it. And his pass goes to Wolanski, and Wolanski playing up top. And now is Vitavelli cross through the 18 box, nobody home. Now Martins with a volley kick off the upright, no good in football. And
no good in soccer.
No
either.
good in soccer either. And now Jack Merrigan will be taking the goal kick. Just about 14 minutes remaining in the first half. EL still holds the lead of 1-0. Merrigan sends one sky high just past midfield. Mike Monroe. Goncalves clears to the far sideline over to Davis. Davis towards the middle for Termal. Back all the way to Wolanski, and he'll play looking for Vitavelli. Reiser chasing it down and cleared by Biggins. Zach Richard. And the through ball broken up by Andrick. And on the near sideline, Andrick looks for a through ball, and it's hit out of bounds by Hanley. And his quick throw in to the foot of Andrick. Andrick winding up and fakes a quick cross off the heel of Reiser. Shane Smith looks to clear as Martins able to keep the ball in. Termal back to Martins, and Martins can't hold on to it. Chased down by Martins is Shea McCarthy, and his pass to Hanley is broken up. Taken down, Zach Richard with a great head ball into open space. EL's got a 2-on-1 going the other way. A through ball, drop pass from Monroe, looking for Richard, and cleared towards the sideline. Goncalves will finish it off. Goes all the way up to Reiser. And a bit of a handball from Reiser. Ref didn't see it, and a big body by Oliveri on Reiser. And a call from the referee. Looks like a good aggressive play there from Oliveri.
I was going to say that's a tough call to make, but I mean, on one hand of things, if you're going to be calling everything, then you're gonna call that. So
Russ will take the free kick for Pope Francis. He sends it of the middle of the 18. And now a head ball. Shane Smith. His clear to Wolanski. And Wolanski will settle it down as Pope Francis makes some quick touches. Ball spits back out to Russ off the chest of Stone. Excuse me, McLaughlin. Not even sure who that is. Can't get the number. And Oliveri steps up. Excuse me, that was Shane Smith. And a throw in now for Andrick. Over the top of the head of Roy. And a throw in for East Long Meadow as some subs come back into the game. Joe Presnell will be replacing Zach Richard. And as well as some subs for Pope Francis, Cam Vitavelli back into the game. And Ferreira as well. And they will take out Reiser and Goncalves. Andrick, Ferreira looking for a head ball, and Hanley's able to moss him. Diascoli. Back to Roy. Roy, a quick one to Ferreira, and a touch pass from Termal to Davis, and Davis's through ball gets blocked down.
we sit at just over 10.5 minutes here. East Long Meadow in a tight game with Pope Francis Preparatory School. It is a 1-0 game right now by lone goal scorer Joe Presnell.
Sam Hanley chasing that ball down and forces Andrick to go out of bounds with it. East Long Meadow offensive zone throw-in for Andrew Oliveri. Oliveri looking to send one all the way in. A bit of a hanger up in the air, and Trulio has to come all the way out of his net as Shane Smith was applying some pressure. And his punt. Right to the foot of Joe Presnell, and he's beat by Termal. And now Shane Smith working at midfield. Mike Monroe, and he is absolutely linebacker sacked.
He doesn't
and
look too
he
hot
looks
here.
a little shaken up on the play, but I could see the arm of Russ go all the way around the waist of Monroe, and he was just thrown down. I'm surprised that's not more.
Yeah, the ref's not looking to hand out any cards this early in the game here. Monroe will, I believe, step off the field to take a moment as Richard will substitute in for him.
We hope Monroe's all right, and he looks
at-
to be getting off the field on his own strength, so good
Yep.
to see there.
Just a quick check-in, maybe concussion protocol as we sit at the 9-minute mark here in this first half.
And Jack Merrigan set to take the free kick for East Long Meadow. As they set up just outside the 18. Merrigan. He'll throw a low ripper towards the far post. Crashing was Diascoli. And that one is incomplete. Will be a Pope Francis goal kick for Russ. For those of you just joining us, still a 1-0 game. East Long Meadow leads. And it is a little bit chilly out here tonight. I think it's about 45 degrees, if I believe, just based on feel. Chad's checking it out for me, seeing if I'm right. 47, so close enough. Through ball.
Got some good
Up
judgment.
to Presnell. He's taking down a whistle on the play, going the other way for Pope Francis. Looks like it was an earlier whistle because there was no way that one could have been on Presnell. I mean, he was double teamed and almost taken to the ground. Now a through ball from Wolanski. Jack Merrigan chasing down Cam Vitavelli. And that one sails all the way into the East Long Meadow Woods. And now the crowd was certainly unhappy with that call.
I believe you were correct about it being an earlier call, though.
Definitely. I mean, the whistle it did not look like the whistle was for Presnell going up top.
I
So
see no way that call would have been on Presnell there. So.
that would have been quite a bit of an early
Good
call.
to see Monroe checking back into the game here. I believe Shane Smith will be subbing out. So you like to see that past concussion protocol and be stepping back onto the field.
And a head ball from Richard. Here's Martins playing with it. And Sam Hanley up the sideline to Monroe. Ondrick playing one-on-one defensive zone coverage. And he'll switch fields over to Retchin. Richard back to Merrigan. Merrigan sends one looking for the far post. Mike Monroe chasing it down, and Trulio with the advantage comes up with a quick save. And he'll punt this one a low. Not a lot of air on that one, and it hops well short of the midfield mark.
Merrigan has been able to use his strong foot this season to put up 2 goals and 2 assists. Definitely been a talent for the team and has been able to create some opportunities here for East Long Meadow. We saw that earlier with a shot on net, just a low ripper, and I believe he has 2 shots on net this game.
Yeah,
so.
Merrigan playing well as he has the past few games. Tyler Retchin chasing down Vitavelli. And now looking towards the middle, Martins. A dribbler, one hops right into the fist of Morgado.
Just under 6 minutes remaining here in this first half on East Long Meadow Senior Night. Still a 1-0 game, East Long Meadow leading.
And Vitavelli looking to get past Merrigan as Merrigan comes up with yet another defensive stop. Tyler Retchin coming all the way back to assist on defensive Davis. And now Wolanski taking his time. Sends one all the way up top to Roy and off his head. Davis playing back to Termal. Termal breaking multiple defenders. Comes to the foot
And that'll be a
of Oliveri, and
handball on Michael Monroe there.
now a quick transition for Pope Francis. Patsy Diascali getting his foot in the way. Tyler Retchin is able to go wide to Richard. A one-on-one battle, now a 2-on-1 with the assist to Hanley. And that one is cleared well out by Ferreira. Andrew Oliveri finding Zach Richard. Towards the middle, Shea McCarthy chasing down Termal. Ball comes all the way back to Wolanski as he looks up top. And now Mike Monroe has some time. Makes a smart play to Joe Presnell at the middle of the field. And now a through ball from Zach Richard. A little too much behind it as Presnell was chasing that one down. Trulio steps out of his net to come up with a save. Ondrick chased down by Joe Presnell. Andrew Oliveri. Ferreira. Now Martins. Diascali to Martins. Chased down by Shea McCarthy. Termal with the ball. Passing it out wide to Vitavelli. Chased down by Jack Merrigan, and Vitavelli with a pullback move, and it's stolen by Merrigan and cleared up the line. Comes to the foot of Wolanski. Wolanski plays to the middle to Davis, as Davis looking for Vitavelli again. Vitavelli able to beat Biggins and keep the ball in. Biggins winds up and clears this one all the way once again to Wolanski. And now a shot from Termal goes well left of the net. And a sub coming in for Pope Francis. Number 14, Goncalves will check back in, replacing
Number 20, Orslick.
Orslick checking out. Goncalves in. 1-0 still is the score in favor of East Longmeadow. Jack Merrigan, his boot to the head of Davis. And now Martins. McCarthy looking to clear and can't quite get enough juice on it. Jack Merrigan chasing down Termal. Davis to Martins. Martins looking for a deep shot and not even close to the net. Vitavelli looking for the backdoor option, unable to connect between the two. Morgado will have this one. Jack Merrigan gets set for the goal kick. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Merrigan. Monroe, as he's bodied by Wolanski. Up the line, Martins and Termal working together. Joe Presnell kicks it back, and now is Andrew Oliveri. Zach Richard to Davis. Davis with a pullback move. Joe Presnell comes back to assist. A touch pass from Hanley out wide to Presnell. Presnell back to Hanley and looking for a give and go. Presnell there to support as he's chased down by Ferreira. Now Shea McCarthy switches fields to Merrigan. Merrigan a 1-on-3, and he's able to find a hole. And now Tyler Retchin sending a through ball to Presnell. Presnell with a nice move, and he's got some space. Throws it back to Richard, and Richard looks for a shot, and it's blocked by a Pope Francis defender and will result in an East Longmeadow corner kick with 1:15 remaining on the clock.
Great play by Presnell there to get that ball to the middle, and he's just been having a great game tonight. He's had a lot of control, composure, and poise with the ball here, and it's been working out well for him. So.
And now the corner kick. Andrew Oliveri.
So at just under a minute here in the first half.
He'll send one looking again to the far post. Looked like Monroe got a piece.
I believe it was Monroe.
And that one goes left of the post. And now Trulio, Pope Francis, Russ taking this quick goal kick.
Yep, Pope Francis has been quick with the transitions tonight. Every throw-in, goal kick, free kick has just been off the footer, off the hands real quick.
Absolutely, Andrick sending one to Cam Vitavelli. Patsy Diascoli looking to shut it down, and back comes McCarthy as his clear goes off the back of Richard. Ball still ends up out of bounds.
We can't.
And that'll do it for the first half. East Longmeadow up 1-0. So we have some intruders coming into the booth. And I'm waiting for my partner to return to the microphone as he was on security forces duty.
Yeah, guarding the door here.
Yeah,
what have you noticed tonight? What are your players so far that you're looking out for here, Brady?
Yeah, I mean, up top, Merrigan in the back has been phenomenal so far tonight.
Absolutely. That's
he's
one
been
guy I've
shutting
been noticing.
down, and he's been using his leg like we've been talking about, making plays, sending through balls. And up top, I mean, Monroe and Presnell and Richard as well. They've been connecting a lot so far tonight, creating some good opportunities. So a lot of one-touch passing, some triangles. So love to see it. Andrew Oliveri has been good on this left side. And, for Pope Francis, Cam Vitavelli's got a lot of speed up top. So I'm looking for them to use him. And Trulio, I mean, he's been pretty good in net. As for Morgado, I mean, he hasn't been tested a whole lot tonight. So, but hopefully he continues not to be tested, as obviously we're in favor of East Long Meadow. But what about you?
I mean, tonight, a guy that's popped out to me, Zach Richard, got to be, I mean, this is probably the best game I've seen from him all season. Coming off of a year of travel soccer, and he's going to be a good player for East Long Meadow here. So definitely somebody I've noticed. Obviously, Joe Presnell and Michael Monroe up top showing some hustle, and Merrigan in the back shutting things down and showing some talent on the offensive and defensive side of things. So definitely good to see here.
Yeah, East Long Meadow has been very composed so far this evening. They're using their D. They're starting to switch fields a little bit more, and I'm really looking forward to the second half. And we're going to get a quick word from a couple of the fans from the student section here to see how things are going tonight. And Bridget Jordan will be joining us. Bridget, how's the experience at East Long Meadow Senior Night?
Wait, my senior night?
No, this one.
Oh.
You're at this one.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I mean, I'm not really sure. I can't really hear a lot of the energy up here, but how's the student section? How's the crowd been?
It's been good. I think it could be louder, honestly.
Yeah, the student section has been disappointing me all year long. But you guys are lucky I'm not out there, because I probably wouldn't have a voice every day. But, I mean, so far, been a pretty good game. East Long Meadow's been playing well. I mean, what have you seen?
I think it looks pretty good. We've been able to put one away. I think we can definitely pull out a couple more.
Yeah, they're definitely creating a lot of chances and some good ball movement from Richard Presnell.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm looking for at least 2 or 3 more in this second half.
Yeah.
They're due for one, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So that'll do it here, and we'll see you in 7 minutes for the second half. East Long Meadow leading 1-0. And we've kicked off the second half. I'm waiting for my partner, Chad O'Brien. So for a brief moment, I'll be joined by Gage Abdelmasih, former LCAT commentator. Well, I'd still consider you a current LCAT commentator. You can join me anytime, Gage. But still a 1-0 game here for East Long Meadow. And a throw-in now for Pope Francis on the far sideline. And now Zach Richard playing out wide to Jack Merrigan. Merrigan looking up the line and splits the D, looking for Ryan Richards as he looks to chase that one down.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right, Gage, thanks for joining us. Chad's back with his Chick-fil-A.
And a Coke.
And a Coke.
And
So
water.
I'm also enjoying this Chick-fil-A, but I'm not going to chew it into the microphone. I know you experienced something like that previously.
Who did that?
Yeah.
I got your hat.
Yeah, thanks for stealing my hat, too. My head's freezing.
Good.
Ryan Richards
Builds character.
pursuing in a bit of I want to say a flop. That didn't really look like much. And Richards normally not the type of guy to go at someone like that, but whistle blown. Termal sends it back to Russ. And Russ will have the free kick. So, Chad, I'll take care of business right now while you enjoy your Chick-fil-A. And then I say we switch off so then I can finish my Chick-fil-A. Shot.
I'll
by
let you
Pope
finish.
Francis
I'll
player.
let you
Okay,
finish
so
it.
you want to take the game right now? I'm going to finish my Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, go for it.
Trulio setting up here for the punt. He'll look towards midfield here. It'll be Pope Francis able. Oh, that was Morgado. I'm sorry. Trulio now setting up. Pope Francis looking to control here at midfield. It'll be Merrigan stepping up. He'll get a head on it. Now he's fighting for it. Looking to make a move upfield. It'll go out of bounds off number 9, Michael Lansky. It'll be East Long Meadow throw-in. It'll be Stone looking to get it. As Merrigan heads that to the middle, it's Richard now. Richard at midfield. He makes a move to the outside. And he'll take a step back with it. He sends it to Merrigan. Merrigan with patience. He gives it back to Richard. Richard controlling. He makes a move, sending it towards Presnell. Just a little bit too much on it. Now it's Monroe with an opportunity on the outside. He'll fake a shot, and now a shot from the outside. And Monroe is not able to bury it. Just not quite enough on it, but a good move nevertheless. We got Brady back here.
I'm back, Chad. Go enjoy your Chick-fil-A. It's very good. And Andrew Oliveri on the far sideline, fighting forward at midfield, and will result in a throw-in. Josh Riley set to take it.
I'm back, part 3.
Part 3, Gage will be joining us once again. You can say hi, Gage.
I'm here.
Brendan Stone with a bit of a slide tackle. Martins going the other way. A through ball looking for Vita Velli. Chased down, and Dudley comes all the way out of his net and dives on it. Great job by Tyler Dudley. And now he'll get set for his first punt of the half.
We were talking about it, me and Macarini off to the side during the first half. Pope Francis 9-1-5, 9 wins, 1 loss, 5 draws. East Longmeadow 6-7-2. So they need to win tonight and then either draw or win their last game in order to make playoffs.
So this one's a monumental game. I mean, obviously got to do some damage afterwards, but I mean, it starts all right here. You know, for these seniors, you never know when your time's going to come, and it always comes quick. So, Biggins.
I mean, and even looking at how Pope Francis's record is, it's not showing tonight. I mean, yeah, East Longmeadow got an early goal, and they've had plenty of opportunities, but against a team that has only truly had 1 loss, I mean, Pope Francis is not playing how their record shows.
Yeah, for sure, and I'm not sure, maybe it's because of the teams in the league, but East Longmeadow is showing their competing abilities and have had a lot of opportunities tonight, and honestly, I would say they've been controlling a majority of the game.
100%. I think this game is going to come down to the wire. I think both teams have had plenty of opportunities. Obviously, East Longmeadow had a huge amount of opportunities in the first half. It really comes down to the next goal. If East Longmeadow can get the 2-0 lead, I think that might be able to put it away or, again, at least get the draw.
Davis sends a through ball, and Dudley has to come all the way out of his net as Vita Velli was turned on the burners. And now he's back checking Riley. And here comes Pope Francis. Martins looking far post to Roy. Ball all the way to the top of the PK mark to Vita Velli, and he can't finish. Sub coming in now for East Longmeadow, number 17, Shea McCarthy, replacing Brendan Stone. And a goal kick now. Jack Marion will be taking it. Gage, thank you for joining us. Chad O'Brien back on the microphone after his Chick-fil-A indulgence.
Did you go with spicy or
I did
regular?
go with the spicy, and it was phenomenal. Joe Presnell going the other way with it, and a big touch by Russ. And that one goes out of bounds off the kick of Trulio. And East Longmeadow looking to create some offense. Josh Riley takes his time and finds the foot of Monroe. Monroe trying to split 2 defenders and does so. Drops the ball back to Merrigan. Merrigan with a quick touch through the wickets of Roy. And Shea McCarthy breaking things up at midfield. Sends it to Monroe. Monroe touch back to Zach Richard. Richard looking towards his left for some assistance. Ryan Richards on the far right looking for a through ball. Holding the line. Jack Merrigan. A back and forth pass between Richard and Merrigan. And now going the other way is Termal as he looks for Vita Velli. Tyler Dudley, a bit of a squib kick. And he'll send an outside liner, and East Longmeadow struggling to get the ball out as Biggins clear goes off the foot, and Dudley has to dive to his left to come up with the save.
I believe that was going a little bit wide. Could be mistaken, though.
Actually looked like I thought Dudley went out, exited the playing field when he dove for that one, but I guess not. So
Just getting his hands warm there, and a little bit of a confidence builder earlier in to his playing time. So definitely
absolutely
good to get himself going. So,
Morgado had a good first half and looking for Dudley to do the same.
yeah, he's out there to finish the job here for East Long Meadow. Both seniors, it's good to see them both getting into the game here tonight. So.
And now, Patsy Diascoli able to get a head ball on it as he breaks it up. Roy, Davis, Merrigan, Mike Monroe. With the ball at midfield, he'll drop a pass back to Zach Richard, who one-touches it over, switching fields to, I believe, Retchin. Oliveri. Oliveri with the ball again. A nice through ball up the line and speed. Here comes Riley. Riley sending it towards the top. Zach Richard, excuse me. No, that's Richard,
oh, no,
I think.
That was
or Presnell.
Presnell. Okay, we're all mixed
2.
up. It's a little far.
Vitavelli. Merrigan going over the top of Vitavelli and wins the battle. Some subs checking in for East Long Meadow. Tyler Retchin will come in. Sam Hanley will now enter the game. And they'll be replacing Ryan Richards and Josh Riley. And also a sub for Pope Francis Goncalves checks out. Jack Merrigan's throwing up the line for Retchin. Wolanski, his clear blocked by Retchin, and he bodies Retchin way out of bounds. And now, Orslick. And tangled up is Richard along with Termal. Termal playing in the middle of the field, and a nice touch pass and a flop at midfield. Martins catches a break. Looked like he dove, I think, if I had to calculate, about 3/4 of a second after he got touched.
As we approach the 30-minute mark here, things are starting to kick up on the physical side of things. We'll look to watch out for that as we move forward here in this game.
We've got a barn burner brewing up here in East Long Meadow High School turf. A through ball. And into the hands of Dudley. Dudley allowing his team to reset. And his punt takes a hop before the midfield mark. Shea McCarthy. Sam Hanley playing back to Oliveri. And he goes up the line. All the way back to Trulio. Tyler Retchin takes one off the stomach. Mike Monroe, a touch pass to Richard as he's heavily pursued by Davis, and a through ball. Pope looking for an offside call. Across by Presnell. Nobody home. And a quick rollout. Or, excuse me, that was an offsides call. They did get it. Joe Presnell a little too antsy. And now Russ sending a liner all the way up to Termal. Termal and Martins at midfield, Mike Monroe. Patsy Diascoli, Zach Richard, and a bit of a head ball match. Monroe trying to get ahead on it. Shea McCarthy taking his time, and he'll play it back to Diascoli, who then goes wide on the far sideline. Right around midfield is Andrew Oliveri, makes a quick scissor move. Trying to beat, I believe that's Termal on that far sideline, and Termal wins the battle, and a quick throw in from him to Martins. And that ball way out of bounds. Shout out to Joanna Spillane. I believe it is her birthday today. So shout out to Joanna. A lot of events going on here tonight at the turf. And Retchin, or excuse me, McCarthy. Oliveri. Pope Francis looks a little bit flat on their feet. Tyler Retchin making a run on the side. And that ball goes off the back of Orslick. And a throw in now for Jack Merrigan. It's times like these that I wish we had Dante Bates' throwing back.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely. And he's joining us here tonight on the East Long Meadow sideline. But yeah, I definitely missed that. Kid was able to launch it all the way to the middle.
I believe, yeah, a lot of alumni here. I think the Mazzas are also here as well to support
Yep.
their brother. Jack Merrigan's throwing. Looks inside the 6. A little bit of traffic, but it comes to the foot of Monroe and a bit back and forth. McCarthy finding the foot of Joe Presnell and Termal able to clear. Andrew Oliveri. And now Davis playing out wide. Chased down on the far sideline is Hanley. And now Hanley once again on Davis. Davis makes a nice move to get by Hanley and able to make a pass. A one-touch through ball. Ben Biggins chasing it down. And should be a corner kick for Pope Francis, and it will be as they set up for their first corner of the half. Prime scoring opportunity here.
Sit at just around 26 minutes here in the second half here. It is a 1-0 game. East Long Meadow leading, and it's a corner kick here.
Davis's cross finds a head, but it goes wide left of the net. Jack Merrigan with the goal kick.
So far, lone goal scorer Joe Presnell, assisted by Michael Monroe.
That one was in the first half. Nice rebound shot from Monroe, and Presnell's there to put it home.
Yeah, East Long Meadow is fortunate to see a lot of offensive opportunities there in that first half. They're looking to pick things up here now, as Pope Francis seems to have dominated the offensive side of things so far here.
Martins, through ball. Andrew Oliveri steps up off of his defensive line. And now Martins again with the ball at midfield. He'll look towards the flag to Vitavelli, and it goes off of his foot. Exits the playing field, a throw in for Jack Merrigan of East Long Meadow. Tyler Retchin, bit of a handball from Orslick off his right shoulder. And they're gonna call it and book him. And Pope Francis a bit confused. Same with East Long Meadow. They weren't really hustling the other side of the field. I thought I had my call incorrect, but I think everybody was just a little bit confused. Jack Merrigan.
Had me a little confused. So.
He'll launch one towards the top of the 18. And a head ball by Russ. Martins looking to break the line of East Long Meadow's defense. Martins again able to beat Zach Richard as he comes back, and Jack Merrigan breaks up the pass. Mike Monroe, a 1-on-2 match with Russ. Mike Monroe putting a lot of pressure on Russ, forcing Russ to go towards the sideline. It should be an East Long Meadow throw-in.
I believe that was off of Monroe's foot towards the end of it as he sort of stumbled over it.
Not
But
really
actually
sure.
they're turning things the other way.
I did get the
Yeah,
call right.
you were correct. I thought Monroe stumbled over it towards the end and ended up putting it out of bounds. Just some great hustle
Never
there,
mind.
though.
Never mind.
Oh, no,
You
all right.
got
I was
faked out again.
correct.
All right.
Just
And
messing with us up here. Jeez.
Andrew Oliveri. A through ball now. Tyler Retchin chasing it down towards the near side flag. He'll fake the cross. Gets taken down. A no call. And should be a Pope Francis Cardinal goal kick for Russ.
Retchin has been kind of getting bullied in that corner so far. He's hasn't been fortunate enough so far to have seen a call. Referee's just not going his way tonight, though.
Definitely was looking for one there. Wasn't granted, so we play on. Martins has a lot of time. Termal as he dances with it and sends it inside to Roy. And now Zach Richard looking to clear, blocked down by Roy. And a nice touch by, I believe that's Martins. And he'll send it towards the corner flag for Vitavelli. And Vitavelli just, I don't really even know what that was.
Sure what is.
But it was out of bounds off of him, so that's all we really care about. Jack Merrigan with the throw-in.
I think he was ensuring that it went to the left of the flag.
Yeah, perhaps that might have been it.
but I think it was pretty clear that it was going to the left towards the end there. So
Andrew Oliveri. And Davis with a steal as he's chased down by McCarthy. And Martins looking to break the line once again. Pope Francis trying to use the corners and create some through ball opportunities. Davis this time trying to go through the middle. Pope Francis is playing keep away. East Long Meadow trying to clear the ball out. Mike Monroe chasing his Russ down, and Orslick now on the sideline. Tyler Retchin. Wolanski, another captain for Pope Francis, sends it off. Vitavelli. Jack Merrigan takes down Vitavelli, and it will be a kick for Pope Francis going the other way.
definitely a call you got to make in this game here tonight. Things like that typically haven't been let go, so Pope Francis will set up here for a free kick. That'll be number 4, Bryce Russ.
Russ, chip shot all the way to the hands of the goalkeeper, Tyler Dudley.
Sit at just under 21 minutes here. East Long Meadow still leading 1-0. Goal scored by Joe Presno, assisted by Michael Monroe. There in that first half early on.
And now Shea McCarthy looking to switch fields, and he pulls up on Termal. Mike Monroe. Cam Vitavelli. Jack Merrigan a one-on-one with Vitavelli. Vitavelli sends it towards the middle, and that pass is broken up by McCarthy. Mike Monroe chasing down Wolanski, and Trulio has to come out of his net. His clear blocked, and Wolanski has to make a play on it. Some nice touch passes from Pope Francis. Tyler Retchin. And Orslick sends one to the corner flag, and it's kept in by Vitavelli. He'll send a cross, and it's caught by Dudley. Great job from Dudley.
Some great hustle there by Vitavelli to beat that ball to the corner, and was able to create an opportunity there for Pope Francis, looking to get a header on that ball, and Dudley comes up big for East Long Meadow. So
Vitavelli chasing it down in the corner. Merrigan one-on-one with him. Merrigan able to win the battle, and it did go off the toe of Merrigan as he went through the legs of Vitavelli. And now Orslick for Pope Francis throws it into Martins. Martins looking for the far post, and it's headed out nicely by Patsy Diascoli. And a handball from Davis is uncalled. Zach Richard looking to break the gap. And Russ stops it again. Patsy Diascoli sends one sky high. And now Andrew Oliveri there to settle it down as Presnell touches it back to McCarthy, and that pass is interrupted to Monroe by Russ. And Termal playing to Davis. Davis to Martins, and Martins over to the sideline to Orslick. Now Vitavelli. Across towards the top of the 18 is headed out of bounds by Patsy Diascoli, and Pope Francis will have a corner kick. This one's starting to heat up here at the East Long Meadow turf as we hit the 18.5-minute mark. Pope Francis, I believe, will be taking the timeout here.
I believe it'll be Davis when we come back, setting up for that corner kick.
But if you're
Pope
just
Francis trying to get something going here. They're down by a goal. We're sitting at the 18.5-minute mark here, and Pope Francis looking to hold on. They got a 9-1 record. They're looking to make that 10-1 here tonight. East Long Meadow looking to get back to 500 here and hopefully make a run at playoffs coming up here. What do you think, Brady?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. You know, Pope Francis has got a big opportunity coming up, a corner kick. You know, Vitavelli's got a big leg, so certainly is going to put that ball into the air, and East Long Meadow's just got to do their job defensively and get that thing the heck out of there. So if you're just joining us, though, we've got a barn burner. It's a 1-0 game. And, I mean, so far, Chad, this second half has been pretty much dominated by Pope Francis. The first half, I would say, was East Long Meadow all day. But this one, Pope Francis has definitely been in the offensive zone a little bit more. They've gotten some more chances, some more shots on net. But East Long Meadow, you know, they certainly got some weapons up top, and I'm looking for them to use that. You know, Mike Monroe
Absolutely.
has been hustling like a dog up top all night, and I'm expecting, you know, I expect nothing more of him. Nothing less, excuse me. But, I mean,
Yeah,
this
he's been
is
running back and forth here. I mean, the kid's got some speed, and he's been showing it tonight. So
This is going to be a big corner kick here for Pope Francis. Davis will be taking it.
yeah, Pope France looking to hold on here as we pass the midway of the second half.
Davis sends one looking for the far post, a head ball. And it spits all the way back out to Martins. And teeing it up is Reiser, I believe. And Mike Monroe quickly transitioning the other way for East Long Meadow. Michael Monroe going coast to coast, makes a quick cut move, and plays out wide to
Tyler Retchin.
Zach Richard. A nice cut move towards the middle of the field, and he'll switch things up, playing out wide to Andrew Oliveri. Oliveri crossing it off the head of Wolanski. Shane Smith. Shea McCarthy playing again to Andrew Oliveri as he makes a quick move, looking to break the line. Zach Richard fighting for it, loses the battle, and now Pope Francis going the other way, Turmo leading the way. He pulls up and finds Martins in the middle of the field as Martins plays with Orslick. Tyler Retchin playing defense, and now is Russ as he sends a shot, a one-hop into the chest of Tyler Dudley. Cam Vitavelli there to ensure that to apply the pressure, and now Dudley.
Yeah, East Long Meadow's just been laying on the pressure here tonight on the defensive side of things. Not letting Pope Francis be patient with the ball, which is good to see. They're making them, or they're forcing them to make decisions, and sometimes that results in some panic.
Wolanski's throwing off of the foot of Merrigan, so Pope Francis, Turmo makes a nice move. A chip trying to break the line, and Patsy Diascoli coming up big for East Long Meadow, and his clear is going to stay in. Ben Biggins looking for the midfield mark. And it goes out by Pope Francis.
Substitutions being made here. Joe Presnell steps back into the game here for Zach Richard, and Jonathan Goncalves will step in, replacing number 16, Jacob Zalai.
And Martins switching fields over to Goncalves. And back to Ondrick. Ondrick looking for a through ball and ends up in the legs of Shane Smith. Tyler Retchin working with the ball on the sideline, and Merrigan unable to catch up to it. Orslick will have the throw in as Russ hands him the ball. Orslick's throw in goes to the foot of Martins. Now Martins breaking the D. Jack Merrigan once again stepping up and clearing the ball to half field. Mike Monroe applying pressure on Trulio as he has to switch fields, where he is contested by Tyler Retchin. Orslick unable to do anything with it, and a throw in for Jack Merrigan.
Some good patience shown by Trulio there to set up with that ball and not just boot it to midfield, and he was able to find a guy there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to maintain control for Pope Francis, but just some good patience shown, obviously, backed by the defensive general, Trulio.
Russ with the ball. Shane Smith. And now is Roy. Turmo. Tyler Retchin. East Long Meadow going the other way with it. Shane Smith playing wide to Shea McCarthy. McCarthy looking for options and sends it towards the flag to Shane Smith. Smith looking for a cross. Far post is, I believe, I want to say Sam Hanley.
Just a beautiful cross there.
Oh my goodness, Hanley came flying in like an F-15. And now Pope Francis Going the other way quickly. A big slide tackle by Ben Biggins. And a clean one. And now Sam Hanley with the ball again, and a body from him as he takes down Goncalves over on the far sideline. Throw in from Andrick. Gets tangled up in the feet. And that ball is played all the way back to Tyler Dudley, where he sends it to Shane Smith, who makes a nice move. East Longmeadow heading up fields, and Sam Hanley can't catch up to it.
Just a little bit too much there. It'll set up a Pope Francis throw-in.
And Sam Hanley applying pressure again, and he takes another man down. Gus Mazza coming into the game for East Longmeadow, along with Zach Richard, as he will be replacing Jack Merrigan and Shea McCarthy. Merrigan's been a big piece of this East Longmeadow defense and offense this evening, playing both sides of the ball very well, and McCarthy doing a great job in the middle. Throw in from Oliveri. Goes over the head of Hanley, all the way back to Andrick. As Hanley applying some pressure, Andrick doing a great job of shielding the ball. Trulio will have this one, Russ will have this one for a goal kick.
Yeah, just a great box out there, and was able to set up a goal kick here for his team. Russ hopefully trying to get off of his foot a little bit quicker as we go into this final stretch. Pope Francis is looking to get a goal here to tie things up, but East Longmeadow still leads with that Joe Presnell goal.
Zach Richards sends one towards the flag. Tyler Retchin there, and he's got some space. Retchin! A clear lane to the net, and he can't pull it, but he can push it, and it goes wide right of the net. Bit of a bouncing ball on the foot of Retchin, and he couldn't quite get his whole foot around it, but a good look from Richard over to Retchin.
Yeah, just a beautiful pass made there by Richard, switching fields towards Retchin, and unfortunately he wasn't able to get the shot he was looking for, but either way, just you like to see that kind of ball movement.
Absolutely. And a handball, no call by Termal. And a pass broken up by Joe Presnell as he chases down Termal. Zach Richard doing it again, sending it to the far post, looking for Retchin, and we'll see what the call is. I'm not sure whose foot it went off of, as the referee seems to not even know either.
He's indicating a corner kick.
Oh, and he finally indicates the corner kick. You gotta love it when they just kind of look around for a few seconds and they're like, I don't know, how about you call it? I don't know. You want to call it, or you want me to call it? I
yeah,
don't know.
They look at each other and they're like, the other team's not going to like me for this one, but.
They're like, whose side do we choose? I'm not really sure. Yeah, we'll just pick one.
A little
Flip
bit of
a coin.
home team advantage there.
Yeah, why not? Andrew Oliveri, far post, looking for the header. Mike Monroe gets a piece. And Trulio there in the open net space to scoop it up. Termal chased down by Shane Smith. Smith able to get a touch on it, and now Zach Richard. Termal gets taken down. Goncalves playing to Martins. A give and go pass with Martins. Martins goes through a couple defenders, and a clear from Diaz Scully goes to the foot of Andrick as he's chased down by Monroe. And Andrick's pass can't connect with Goncalves on the sideline. Goes clearly out of bounds. East Longmeadow throw-in.
Sit at 10 minutes here as things are really starting to get going on the offensive side of things for both teams here. Obviously, Monroe with an opportunity just back there, and then another, I didn't catch who it was, but a nice move made to the middle, and almost able to get a good shot on that. So.
Yeah. Andrick, pullback move, and he'll switch things up as he finds Roy. Roy looking for Davis. Davis finds Orslick. And a cutback pull move by Orslick. And he's got some space in the corner across to the far post. Nobody home. And it's kept in. and spits out to Vitavelli. And Gus Mazza stepping up, blocks the shot from Davis. And now 1-on-4. Joe Presnell coming in to assist Monroe. And a big body.
Can't do that in soccer.
I believe that was Sam Hanley over there, and that's like his third man he's taken down this evening. So Hanley playing aggressive.
Laying the body here on senior night. Making his presence known.
Davis, a volley pass. And now an open net and an offside call as Termal would have had a wide open shot.
Yeah, East Long Meadow really catches a break there as he slips through East Long Meadow defense.
And the East Long Meadow crowd gets their blood pressure up a little bit. Mike Monroe. And a bit of a hold from Presnell, but a no call on the play. Ondrick finding Termal. And now Martins looking for Vitavelli, and an offside call once again. The East Long Meadow defensive line doing a great job of holding their position, forcing Pope Francis offsides.
Yeah, Vitavelli getting a little bit too antsy there. And works out for East Long Meadow as Mazza steps up here for the free kick.
Gus Mazza off the head of Orslick. And Shane Smith goes down, but it's chested back to the foot of Monroe. Zach Richard makes a nice move, fighting through two defenders and able to get it wide to Retchen. Retchen goes back towards the middle of the field, sends it towards the flag. Sam Hanley chasing it down as he looks back towards the top.
Oh,
Zach
my.
Richard sends one to the moon and back.
You really like to see that. I mean, if Richard could have just gone over that ball a little bit more, he had a rocket on his foot there. And just a beautiful cross made. Things started to get a little bit antsy, but East Long Meadow was able to get it to the middle. And I believe it's Hanley who sent it there.
Hey, Hanley not giving up on the play. Ball had a little bit of pace on it, but stuck with it and was able to make an opportunity out of it. Tyler Retchen. Shane Smith beats Davis and goes up the line. Nobody available to receive the pass. And now Roy. Joe Presnell to Zach Richard, and he shoots, and he scores! Zach Richard buries the second one for East Long Meadow. And this game is starting to pull away in favor of the Spartans.
Some beautiful patience shown there by Joe Presnell as he looks at his options and sees Zach Richard cutting through, sends a through ball to him. He's able to get past Pope Francis defenders and bury it. What a goal by East Long Meadow there.
Great job breaking the Pope Francis defensive line. And with 5:50 remaining on the clock, we can only hope that this will be the dagger in the back of Pope Francis. And
Joe Presnell, Zach Richard.
And now we have a 2-0 soccer game on East Long Meadow's senior night.
5:33 remaining here.
Huge goal late.
East Long Meadow will just look to hold on here as they are seeming to approach a 500 record.
And some
Believe
communication between the
clock
refs.
correction is going to be made.
Referee coming over to 10-2, I believe.
All the way back to 6:17.
So 45 seconds, about 45 seconds put back onto the clock.
Wow.
And so that'll help out Pope Francis a little bit.
Yeah, give a little bit more time. Either way, 6:17 is not a lot of time in soccer to bury 2 goals. So you got to hold on as East Long Meadow and hold your composure. But East Long Meadow's got to start to look forward to this win here if they can hold on.
Tyler Retchen with a nice slide tackle. Wolanski sending it, looking for Termal, and it goes over the head of Biggins into the glove of Tyler Dudley. And Dudley's punt hops just around the 50-yard line. Now Goncalves fighting with Presnell. And Sam Hanley getting involved again, throwing his shoulder around. Joe Presnell with a nice pullback move, but it's broken up by Goncalves. Now Trulio has to come all the way out of his net as Mike Monroe was putting pressure on. Sam Hanley once again involved in the play on that sideline, and Zach Richard will switch fields over to Tyler Retchin. Pope looking for an offside call, and they will not get it. And that one should be a corner kick, and they will get it. Some great work from Tyler Retchin down on the goal line. Trulio not happy about that call.
East Meadow just really laying the pressure here on the offensive side of things. Retchin able to be a workhorse for East Meadow there and eventually come up with the corner kick. Joe Presnell here sitting with a goal and an assist here tonight. Kid's having himself a game.
And now Andrew Oliveri set to take this kick, and he'll send it to the far back post where it finds the head of Hanley. And that ball is booted out of bounds.
Hanley's another guy that's been showing out tonight.
Especially in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen a lot of hustle out of him. So
he's been throwing his weight around, and I mean, he's been playing really well in this second half. You can just tell he wants it. He wants the ball on his foot. And now Nick Bradley will be entering the game, replacing number 24, Tyler Retchin. And Andrew Oliveri with the throw-in with 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining on the game clock. And now, Zach Richard looking for Mike Monroe, and it is cleared. And a handball maybe by Richard, but it's uncalled. Jack Marion beats Vitavelli. Jack Marion going the other way with it, and Vitavelli looking to throw an elbow.
Marion.
That would have been a red, but he whiffed. Oh my goodness.
Tension's running a little bit high there.
Didn't know we were in the WWE Thursday Night SmackDown here at the Turf. I mean, you can just see it in his face. I mean, he was coming in
about
hot.
that one. No. Big guy like Vitavelli just doesn't like getting knocked down, so.
Zach Richards stepping up to break up the play. And Goncalves gets in his way. Now a throw-in for Andrew Oliveri on that far sideline.
Sit at just over 2.5 minutes here in the second half. East Middle at a 2-goal lead. And they will look to just hold on here.
Vitavelli with the ball.
Sorry. They have still been creating offensive opportunities, but obviously they are going to look to be locked down on the back end of things.
Zach Richard sends one for Mike Monroe. Mike Monroe has some space. Open line to the net. He shoots and just misses the top right corner as he's taken down inside the 18. But a great job by Mike Monroe, able to beat Wolanski.
Monroe's been laying pressure on that back line all night, and it's been creating opportunities for East Long Meadow all day long as Mazza steps in for Monroe, and he'll be at the striker position.
Mike Monroe.
Just a great game tonight.
Absolutely. Should be very proud of himself. Left it all out on the field tonight. And Zach Richard. His chip goes off the back of Davis. Zach Richard, a pullback move and some hands from Martins. That was certainly, Martins was getting a little bit grabby, and call made. Jack Marion will take his sweet and slow time. And he gets set for this kick. And we'll send it towards the left side of the 6. Shea McCarthy. And McCarthy cleared out by Wolanski. Cam Vitavelli looking to break the line, and Scully does a nice job of chesting it down to his foot. And now a pullback move from Presnell as he gets double teamed. And that one, I'm not really sure who they're chanting for in the student
I believe
section.
Connor Roverdew, although he does not play the sport.
I believe that was what it was. Honestly, Chad, that's the first time I've ever heard East Long Meadow student section in football or in soccer have a chant this year.
I've heard in football.
I have not, so I don't know.
The last game was a little bit tough. But,
yeah, that was a quiet game. But
took a tough loss.
anyways, 30 seconds remaining in regulation. Termal going the other way. Cuts inside. Andrew Oliveri playing defensively on him. Now Davis. He finds Termal. And a pullback move made by Shea McCarthy. And this should drain the clock. 12 seconds left. And Davis applying some quick pressure. Joe Presnell will kill the rest of this clock out. Gus Mazza, and that'll do it as East Long Meadow rushes the field to go greet their goaltender. Both goalies, Tyler Dudley and AJ Morgado, both credited with the shutout.
Yep.
East Long Meadow wins 2-0 and improves their record to 7-7-2 as they make their push to make playoffs. Chad, what a game. It was a fun one. Definitely got my hair standing up at times.
Absolutely.
But I enjoyed this one a lot.
Yeah, just an all-around effort here tonight. Joe Presnell sticking out with the goal and assist. And Michael Monroe, obviously, with the assist, and Zach Richard with the other goal. So just a great effort by the guys here tonight. East Long Meadow improving to 500 as they look to make a playoff rush, and they knock down Pope Francis's record to 9-2. So you really like to see it.
Yeah, this win's definitely got to feel good for East Long Meadow. I mean, they worked hard tonight. A little bit slow in the start of the second half, but they started to pick things up at the end. And were able to bury one more goal to put the final bullet into the Pope Francis team, and they'll be heading home with another win. Thank you for joining us here tonight on LCAT. On behalf of myself, Jamie, Chad O'Brien, thank you for joining us. Have a great night.